last one. Again, Noxious Revival testing. Testing 4 Revivals main. And I got one in my opening hand. Look at that. Opponent has a pretty good hand. So, yeah, go for the Lantern. Oh, I forgot to show my top card too. And here comes an Eidolon. Son of a bitch. But there's a Brutality on top. So I can do all 3 modes on Brutality, kill the Eidolon, and yeah, try to survive. Brutality is so great against burn. Yeah, all sorts of damage. Now here I was given a tough choice on whether or not I should pay the 2 life for the revival, so I can Brutality and play Pixis for the lock. And I decided to go ahead and pay the 2 life. So and now here I wasn't sure if I should grab the Swift Spear or the Guide, because the Guide might be able to draw me into a bridge. But I decided to kill the Guide because Inventor's Fair, if I can land another artifact, the Swift Spear won't matter. And right here I'm going to discard the Rift Bolt, and I think that's it. Yeah. So that way I'm only going to take 2 damage a turn, and I can use the Pixis to try to draw into stuff. Here I wasn't sure if I should use this, but it was a huge risk, and I mean, honestly, I had to take it because if I don't, then I could just die. There could be an argument for not doing this, but yeah. And sure enough, there's a land on top, so I'm okay. I get a bell instead, and that solidifies a lock, and it turns on Inventor's Fair, so I'm going to start gaining life. This ends up saving me. Now there's another Noxious Revival on top. I'm only going to take 1 damage a turn because the Swift Spear is here, so that lets me. I could Noxious Revival something, but instead there's a Collective Brutality on top, so I can Brutality and do life gain mode and put myself into a decent position. And there's a bridge on top. So I mean, there could be an argument for Brutality kills Swift Spear, Noxious Revival, Brutality kills Swift Spear, but since there's a bridge on top, I don't have to do that. I can go ahead and do the life gain mode instead, and that locks up the game for me. I know it's safe to let my opponent draw the Skullcrack because it's only 3 damage, and I'm going to gain more life than that can deal. I give my opponent the option to Skullcrack me with the life gain trigger on stack. So yeah, things are good. And the lock is pretty good at this point. You just gain life every turn. Play one of my 2 stirrings that are in the deck. Yeah, I lagged a bunch and it screwed up. So, but fixed it. Yeah. And here I go ahead and collect a Brutality for life gain mode, and the opponent concedes. So, game 2. No land hand, so I have to mulligan this. Opponent has Guide into Swift Spear, which is a really good hand here. I mulligan to 6. It's still not that great. mulligan again. Now this time I have a ley line, so that's going to help shut off a lot of stuff. I just need them to not have destructive revelry. I also have an opal and half the lock, and so that'll help me get closer to bridge, and I got Noxus Revival if I really need it. Where did I... Yeah, and there was a ley line on top. So here comes a guide, and it draws me into Glimmer Voids, which is good. Now there's an Abrupt Decay. Now Noxus Revival is going to help me a lot here in recurring this Abrupt Decay to help me stabilize. So here's a bunch. Now, I'm not sure what to do here. I really want that Collective Brutality, but yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I really need like a bridge or something more, and I do have an Abrupt Decay already, and I can revival the Abrupt Decay if I need to. So, but if I allow Guide to draw me into a land, that might help me out, or dig me further into my deck. So with the trigger on the stack, I go ahead and Pixis. And second trigger, Inventor's Fair is on top, so I draw Inventor's Fair. I'm going to take all that damage. So now I play Inventor's Fair, Lantern, I have the lock, I have Decay. Leyline shuts off my opponent's hand. So now this controls my opponent's draw. I'm going to start gaining life, and I can kill both Goblin Guides with Decay, Revival, Decay. Yeah, there's another guide on top, so I have to get rid of it. I don't have a choice. Fortunately, most of my opponent's deck is now dead because of Leyline, so I can exile it and be okay. So, Decay, take 3. Gain life, Noxus Revival, get Decay on top, play Glimmer Void. So when my opponent goes to do it again, Decay. And now Fair equalizes with Monastery Swiftspear. I mean, my opponent has to target player, target player, target player. Yeah. The opponent would have to try to target themselves with Skullcrack to deal 1 damage to me. So go ahead and draw Brutality. Now they could try to keep it alive by burning themselves, but it's a dumb idea altogether, really. I mean, at this point they're really kind of screwed, and I can mill myself into more stuff. So draw one of my 2 stirrings and secure the lock. And at this point the game's over. Didn't even land a bridge. No, I could have used Inventor's Fair here, but I really want that life gain mode. So instead, I play Ruins and just get that ready, and opponent concedes. So yeah, it's not bad. Noxus Revival, both game 1 and 2, they were clutch.